Talk about agent-to-agent referrals. Before I get into the 5 steps that you need in order to master the agent-to-agent referral business, let me just define what we're talking about here. We're talking about how do you connect with agents outside of your marketplace, convince them that you are the most trustworthy person to send their referral to when they're relocating to your area or when they know of someone who's selling or buying in your area. So let's go ahead and dive right into the 5 steps. Step number 1 is you want to find the right referral partners. So when I'm sending referrals to somebody, I want to know that this person is professional. I want to know that they're kind. I want to know that they're experienced. And I want to make sure that I can trust them to handle the referral the way that I would. So how do I do that? Well, first thing I do is I look at the referral Facebook groups. No matter what company you're with, there's a lot of referral Facebook groups where agents are posting, hey, I need somebody in Yuma, Arizona. Hey, I need somebody in San Clemente, California, all these different areas. I'll look and see, and I'll target the areas that I get most of my referrals from. So I'm in Orange County, California. It's not a huge relocation area because it's so expensive. And so most of my referrals come from more expensive areas, the number one being Los Angeles, because it's slightly less expensive here in Orange County to buy a home than it is in Los Angeles. So I'm looking for Los Angeles agents. Now, when I set out to find a Los Angeles referral partner, shout out to David Hitt, the best agent in Los Angeles, what I did was I researched their Zillow profile. I looked at his, sorry to call you out, David, but I looked at his sales. He's closing a ton of sales. He's a great guy. I read his bio. I looked at his Facebook. He was always encouraging people, always just a source of, kindness and generosity and just always being a really good person to people. And I thought, this is somebody that I could see myself sending referrals to. Second thing I do is I look at their Facebook. So I'll check the referral partner's Facebook and I'll make sure that they're not posting anything mean or crazy politically or just putting people down. And I have had a lot of people that I was considering having as referral partners, and I look at their Facebook posts and they're just bashing everyone politically. Doesn't matter what side you're on. It's the way you conduct yourself, right? You can share an opinion, but if you're sharing it by putting people down, I don't trust sending my referrals to you. So after I'm convinced that this person is a good referral partner, then I will cold call them, okay? So I'll find their number on Zillow, I'll call them, I'll say, hi, blank, my name is Steven, I'm a local realtor here in Orange County, I see you're in Los Angeles, a lot of people move back and forth, and I'm looking for a solid person to send my referrals to. Was wondering if you had a few minutes to chat or if we could schedule some time. Normally they're like, yeah, I can talk right now. Great. Awesome. I like to be able to know my referral partners before sending them business. Can you tell me a little bit about your business? Your background, your experience, how you handle your referrals. What do you do if there's an issue? How do you communicate with your referral partners? So I'm literally interviewing them and kind of grilling them a little bit to see, is this person worthy of a Heard Homes referral? Because I know if you send me a referral, you can take it to the bank that person is going to be treated well. You absolutely know that. And I need to feel that certainty before I send you a referral. So that's my step for finding the right partners, is I interview people and I make sure that I've kind of pre-looked at people's information online and I've cold called them, and I want to make sure that they would be a good partner. Step number 2 is you want to, so now you know how to find the right partners. Now becomes the fun part. Now you got to go fill your lead bucket. Now you got to go to a lot of the major areas that send you referrals, and you need to find partners in those areas. So again, I'm in Orange County. So most of my business comes from San Diego, Los Angeles, San Francisco, occasionally from, areas like Washington, New York, stuff like that. So I pick those areas, and that's where I start first, is trying to find partners in those areas. How do you find partners, and how do you get agent-to-agent referral leads? You go to 3 to 4 seminars a year. That's the beauty of this lead source. I literally get to go learn, get inspired, get energized, meet great people, and turn them into long-term agent referral relationships. So what do? I go to the seminars, I get everybody's business card, I give them my business card, and here's a pro tip, I systematize it. So every time I get their business card, I take a picture of it, I upload it to my Google Drive, and my virtual assistant, if you don't have a virtual assistant, watch my video, How to Hire a Virtual Assistant. Absolute best money you can spend, period, hands down, no arguing that. And so I send it to my virtual assistant, and she will put it all in my CRM, and she'll send them a follow-up email and text message. So I'm on top of my follow-up game, but I'll get usually 50 to 100 business cards per seminar, okay? So that's what I do is I go there, I network, and I collect business cards, and I try to identify people in the areas that I'm most likely to get referrals from or to be able to send referrals to. Step number 3. Now I'm going to follow up with the key relationships. So if I talk to 100 people, I'm gonna look at, in my database, I'm gonna look at who are the people in the areas that I'm most likely to share referrals with, or who are the people that really energized me, inspired me, and just really stood out to me. Shout out to Jonathan Vasquez in Big Bear, one of my referral partners. I've sent him a ton of referrals. He always closes them. He's the best guy in Big Bear. And I met him and I'm like, dude, this guy is just so freaking awesome. Like he's a good father, he's a good Christian, he's a good husband. I'm like, I want to be like this guy. I look up to him. And so I made it a point to call him and I was like, I don't know if we can share referrals. I might already have a referral partner in your area. This was before that. But I was like, you're just a cool guy. I'd love to connect with you more. So I'm following up with those key relationships, people who inspire me, and secondly, people who I'm likely to be able to share referrals with. And so how do I follow up with them? Well, that leads to step number 4, is I nurture the relationship. So I send them referrals. That's the number one thing I do to nurture the relationship. So for example, if I want to get referrals from my agent referral partner in Los Angeles, again, shout out David Hitt, the way I'm gonna get referrals from him is I'm gonna give him referrals. I'm gonna be intentional. If somebody mentions Los Angeles, I'm gonna be like, stop it right there. You need to call David Hitt. So I'm very intentional to try to send referrals. Why? Because the law of reciprocity, right? Treat people the way you want to be treated. How do I want to be treated? I'd love to be treated with referrals, right? That's a good way to treat someone. So the way you get more of what you want in life is you give and you serve more of what you want in life. That's the way I nurture the relationship, is if they get mentioned in a Facebook group for Los Angeles, I'll mention their name and say, you got to call this person. Second thing is I comment on their social media. I try to stay up on their lives. Did they get a new dog? Is it their birthday? Do they have something fun going on in their life? Do they have a challenge they're going through? If so, I'm going to call them and I'm going to see how they're doing and how I can help or pray for them, okay? And then the third thing I do is I give outstanding customer service. So whenever I get a referral, I view it as a golden opportunity. Because why? The realtor community is very small. A lot of the referrals I'm starting to get now are from other people who've sent me a referral, had a good experience, and they're like, hey, I talked to Bob over at Remax, and he said, he referred you a client in Irvine. He was just really impressed with the way you communicated and updated and resolved any issues that came up, and I have a referral for you. So that's how a lot of my referrals are starting to come in now, is from word of mouth. So I give outstanding service. What does outstanding service look like in an agent referral context? Number 1, I over communicate. So I update them when I meet with the client. I update them when I first connect with the client. I update them when the client's offer gets accepted. I update them when the contingency period is done, when closing happens. And I'll just continuously update them at the major milestones, and I'll let them know what milestones are coming up. And agents it feels good. It feels like, hey, I can kind of let go. I have peace of mind. Steven's on top of it. I'll also text them and send them a link of the property that they're in escrow on so that they get to be part of the experience. And I'll say, hey, we just opened escrow on this property. You might want to call them and congratulate them. Thank you again for the referral. So I'm always making them look like a rock star. Okay? Step number 5, and this is the key step, and a lot of people complain about this step. And you can complain, you could have reasons in complaining, or you can get results. And I'm personally a fan of results. So how do you get results in the agent referral business? You play the Facebook group game. What is that game? When you see referrals go out, there's a lot of agents, such as myself, who I might be recommended by 40, 50 people in that group. And you'll see a lot of other agents complain, oh, no cheerleading. Oh, you're just doing that. You're just being a cheerleader, right? And they'll say all sorts of mean stuff to you, and understandably so, right? If I saw an agent referral go out and somebody 50 people recommended this one person, I'd be bummed, right? I wouldn't respond by attacking that person, but internally, I'd be kind of pissed, right? I'd be like, how do I get it? And so you could take the victim choice, which is call them cheerleaders, or you can take the victor choice, which is like, How do I compete with that? Maybe I need my own cheerleader. So you have to play that Facebook game. How do you do that? You let your referrals partner know when they ask you, how can you help me? You let them know, hey, when you see a referral go out for Irvine, California, or Lake Forest, or Laguna Niguel, or Rancho Santa Margarita, would you remember me and would you tag me in that post? Or you can private message them or text them a link, hey, a referral's gone out in Coto de Caza or Irvine, and can you please tag me in the post, right? Now again, these are people that we've already pre-interviewed each other, they trust me, they know I'm good, right? So it's not like they're lying, it's just that I've structured it in a way that I have a lot of advocates. And that's what you need to do. I promise you, if you're gonna win in the Facebook game, if you're gonna win in the referral game, okay? So this is how you close more agent-to-agent referral sales. Again, this is a big pillar of my business. We've gone through 5 steps. You need to find the right partners, go to seminars, follow up with key relationships, nurture the relationship, and play the Facebook group game. Hope this was valuable to you. If you're watching on YouTube, comment below what are some ways that you're getting agent-to-agent referrals, and also like and subscribe so I can continue to put out amazing content for you that will boost your real estate business. Thanks for watching.